welding coach Joe Brown, aka Black Phoenix, checking in. Today, wanted to talk to you about some gas station therapy and reinventing yourself. I find myself, fam, sitting at gas station from time to time, early in the morning as I travel, coming to new cities, being in the city trying to figure things out. And it's always good just to come, I get up early, get my coffee in me, and to just think about things, reflect on how can I make a situation better for myself. And sometimes at the gas station, fam, I come up with some good ideas. I come up with some great ideas, family, sitting here thinking about how can I change the situation for myself. Um, how can I get my hog on in a way that can put me in a different position in life. And I want to say that I reinvented myself with your welding coach. So for those who haven't went to the channel yet, those who haven't seen it yet, I started a new movement and I named it Your Welding Coach. And ironically, I started this movement when I started the new career, the new job at the Goodwill Academy. My goal was to kill several birds in one stone. Not only just work there, but to build a brand also. And for those who know this channel, this brand, um, it was going through its stagnant stages. I was literally, this was my first one. Didn't, you know, when you get started, you don't know the full direction in something. And as you go and as you grow, you like, you know what? I understand it now. So this platform, the HogOn Welding, it's literally my first platform to make any type of YouTube money, to get any type of viral video. Um, I think my subscribers a little over 7,000. Like this was my breaking channel, but I was putting a lot of different information on this channel. Like, it might be random for me joking around, doing music, welding, doing contracts, being realistic on what I'm facing on job sites as I travel, So I kind of had a lot going on. And I think by me making it a blog page, I should have been a blog page instead of just a regular welding page. It got it got stagnated. And then I feel like in my growth too, and what I was going through at the time when I had to create your welding coach, going through a divorce, going through crisis with child support, going through life, fam. And you know what? You get to the point where you say, I got to do something different. And fam, literally, I had to lay down the hog on welding, so to speak, and I had to start something completely new from scratch. And I'm not gonna lie, fam. I got to be honest with y'all. When you starting completely over, it can get frustrating. It's challenging. I mean, you can have some fear. There's a lot of risks involved. You know what I mean? So starting over from scratch, fam, can be a little nerve wracking. But I did it though. I'm doing it, so to speak. And I started the new channel, fam. And this channel right here, I think I established it in 2016 is when this channel got established. So my new channel was established in 2022. It's not even 2 years old yet. It'll be 2 years old this year. And it has super seeded this channel. Like, just as far as the growth of it and how I have reached different people, like, it's just amazing, fam. And I'm still on this channel because this is my original channel, fam. And I want to keep it up because it shows the journey. A lot of times we make it to places, fam, and people never know how you get there. They just think it was smooth selling. Like, yeah, he was rags to riches. Now he's, you know, in the big house, but there's a story, fam, and I think me creating this channel shows the legacy, shows the journey that a person faces in America trying to figure it out. When you don't know, you bump your head. You make some wrong decisions. You learn from those decisions. you know. But this is literally what this been. It's been a growing channel. Like, I'm living, I'm learning, I'm changing, I'm tweaking, you know, I'm trying different things out. And I think that you have to do that when you're reinventing yourself. You have to make a decision on what do you really want, and you have to stick to that lane. Let me say that, fam. For those who are making that decision to reinvent themselves, let me say, please make your mind up on what direction you want to go in. Don't get caught up in what the people like as far as what everybody else wants you to do. What is your heart? What is on your heart for you to do? And when you do this, I would just focus on that. I think a lot of times, you know how they say I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none? We got to master something, fam, and I think that's what's going to help you reinvent yourself. It's something that you do so well, and that's what you need to work on. And I just learned it over time, fam, you know, to be realistic as we face life. You might be reinventing yourself several times, you know what I mean? Going through relationships, different jobs, different careers, like you play a different scene, you put a different hat on. And I think the detrimental part of reinventing yourself is some people don't do it in time. Some people just give up or just try to make that one thing work, fam. If it's not working, fam, switch it up. You know, me and my classmate joke and laugh all the time. We like, hey, if it ain't working, change it. Switch it up. You know, switch it up if it ain't working. And don't talk about something if you're not willing to put the work in, fam. You know, words don't change things. You gotta have some actions behind it. We can have an idea, but until we grab that ideal out of our mind and we bring it into the, you know, the second dimension and make a drawing out of it, and then from a drawing give it to a fabricator or engineer so they can put it together to actually make the product, fam. It's stages, but it starts with the idea. Can't go nowhere without the idea, fam. So I think that we have to just stand on what we really want, fam. Let me make sure I check these, lock these messages. Salute, salute. Thanks for checking in with me. I know it's early. Salute, salute, man. Hope everything go good on your garage door service. You know what's so crazy? I used to do some of that with welding, doing garage doors for um, commercial companies, putting in the roll-up doors, doing the leveling things. You know, that's a lot of money in that. You just have to get with the right people. And a lot of times, if you're in a place where they're booming and they doing a lot of uh, new contracts into the city, man, a lot of places got those contracts, even on working on them, like keeping them up. So there's money in that. Salute, salute. You know, the reality of it is, fam, I think that we have to get to the point in our life where we say, you know what, I know what I really want. You know what I mean? As far as what direction you want to go with your life. And you know what, I have had many ideas that I had to switch up. And things that I have literally, I'm sitting in my plate now that you look at, that some things you want to do, but it don't make sense. Like the numbers don't make sense. The area you're trying to do it at doesn't make sense. And you're not going to be as prosperous doing it there, but you want to do it there, you know. So we have to be realistic with ourselves when reinventing ourselves, fam. And I'm gonna say something, fam. Use what you got, master what you got. You'll be surprised. I've learned that the things that I took for granted, someone else really valued, and I was taking it for granted. I wasn't realizing how valuable it was because I got it naturally, or I do it naturally. Like, man, I wish I could do it like that. I'm like, you can't do that. And I get it though, because that's what we think. When we do a certain thing so well, we assume others can do it. And some people have a issue on trying to do the things that's easy for us. You got to take actions, fam. Salute, salute. You got to take actions. You know what? That's the thing. I seen a meme the other day, and it had the thinker and the doer on there. The thinker was steady sitting there. The doer, it had a statue there. But the statue gone. You see some feet. He gone, fam. And there's nothing wrong with thinking. We got to come up with an idea. But there's eventually going to come a time, fam, where we got to do something about it, fam. We got to put some actions behind it. And I must say, fam, information changes your situation, because the more research you start doing, the more doors you start knocking on, you'll start getting it, fam. You'll start really seeing what's going on, and it'll help you grow. Like, all we have to do, fam, I have learned, is to put ourselves in the right situations, around the right people, and digest the right information. You know, if and let me say this for the record, if you're really focusing on flying, why are you spending a lot of time on swimming? Make sense? I think a lot of times that we want to say we want to do this one thing, but we doing this other thing. By doing this other thing, it's not going to allow us to do this thing to our best ability. So, fam, I think that we really got to get single focused. We got to say, hey, man, this is what I want. And this rising, fam, I was just up, like I say, getting some coffee, and I was just thinking about how I've been reinventing myself since I've been here in Little Rock. How I had to change everything. And if I wouldn't have changed everything, fam, I don't think things would be the way they are right now. Like, it would have really been rough on me. So I'm glad that even though it was rough changing, I still made that decision to make that transition. So if you're thinking about changing something, working on yourself, go on and do it, fam. Time is something that we don't have. And right now, you know, I'm in a situation where I can still do. And we don't want to get to the situation where we're not capable of doing. You know what I mean? So while the breath is still in your, fam, if you got a dream, if you got something you're trying to do, now is the time to do it, and just stick with it. That's the main thing. We have to be experts in what we do. We have to be able to look at it from all angles. And I have noticed that some people that will look at it from the outside, they'll make things a little bit more complicated than what they need to be. Like, hey, it ain't got to be that complicated. You know what I mean? But we got to know the difference, though. You know what I mean? And we can't allow someone to just come in and just throw us off our square neither, fam. So I just want to say that, because everything ain't going to work out the way that we want it to work out, fam. I don't care if we put the right work in all the time. Like, you can stop at the stop sign and look both ways every time before you go. Don't mean that somebody still ain't going to accident ain't going to happen. You know what I mean? So sometimes, fam, we just got to be realistic with ourselves. In this rising, fam, I was just thinking about everything that has occurred to this point with me reinventing myself with my new channel, you know, with your welding coach. And doors are opening for it. Like, doors are opening. I'm meeting new people. I'm I'm creating opportunities for myself to create opportunities for someone else. And I must say this, fam, self-preservation is key. If you're not good, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not established, if you're not focused, it's going to be hard for you to help someone else, fam. So during this stage, make sure you good. You know what I mean? Make sure you good the whole time, because it's going to get real, fam. I can be honest with you. And I'm still working on some things, but I can say this, fam. I'm so glad I reinvented myself with your welding coach. I'm so glad I made that decision. Because you can look at this page now. I got about 7,000 and some subscribers. You go to your welding coach, I got over 54,000. This page was started, this channel was started 2016. The other one was started 2022. And the main thing that I learned, the reason why my numbers are so different, is because I'm sticking to the strip. I'm staying in my lane, fam. I'm staying in my lane. So it's not only just the information is good, but I'm staying in my lane too. And I think that we'll grow more if we just stay in our lane. Even if you're messing up, it's okay. You're gonna get better because you're staying in your lane. You know what I mean? So um, the journey on YouTube has been amazing for me because I have learned so much. I woke up, fam. I went to sleep yesterday with some stuff on my mind, and I woke up like, man, what direction should I go in? And an idea hit me, and I seen a video that gave me another idea that helped me wake up this morning with a better idea on how I'm going to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. And I think that it happens like that, fam. It happens just like that. We just have to stay prepared. We just have to keep our mind clear and open and be willing to do whatever it takes. Because there got to be a sacrifice, fam. There got to be a sacrifice. So for those who are thinking about doing something different, reinvent yourself this year if that's what you got to do. To start save your business, to save yourself, your mental, reinvent yourself. You know what I mean? And you'll be surprised, you know, the other doors that can open from that opportunity of you making that decision to say, you know what, I'm finna go a different direction. I'm finna do something different. It's never too late, fam. Like I say, it's never too late. My goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers on that channel this year. Also to start the welding business and the welding school in Union City, in downtown, the Metro Reentry Center. I got a couple things I'm trying to do there, so I got a couple things I'm trying to work on, but I don't really know how it's going to go, but I'm just working on a couple things right now. But I'm knowing that it's all going to play out because I'm putting forth the work ethics, you know what I mean? Like I'm doing everything that got to be done. And then I'm learning too that there's other situations, there's other, like sometimes, and this is what I learned as being an entrepreneur. A lot of times we go broke because we are putting our own money in, fam. We got to. We're going to take all the risks. We're going to put the money in. We're going to do the driving. We're going to do the do. We're going to do. And then you get to the point on the other side where you like, man, I took all this risk. How is this going to work out for me? And it's all about making sure that while we're doing these risks and taking these chances, that we're being mindful of the people that we're placing around us. Because one thing I know, a snake gonna show you it's a snake a couple times before it bites you. Y'all hear me, fam? A snake is gonna show you it's a snake a couple times before it bites you now. So I think in life we have to stop being naive with the people we got in our circles too, because it's gonna be hard for you to grow if you steady got somebody in your circle trying to kill you off, befriend you to kill you off. You know what I mean? So we have to be humble and we have to be open-minded, fam, and not be naive about who we got around us. You know, everybody ain't for us just because they say they for us, just because they family, just because they loved ones, spouses, or whatever. That doesn't mean that they got your true best interest, you know, in mind, you know. And so the main thing I would say is guard your mind, fam. Like they say, out of it flows the issues of life, fam. So if I could say anything in this rising, fam, I would say proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. I'm up now thinking about a couple ideas that I'm about to get ready to execute here in a minute. And it was all about me getting an idea of, what direction do I need to go in? You know what I mean? With this new business approach, with moving to a new city, with traveling, with speaking, with motivating. Like I try to figure out how can I make this work. And fam, I just want to say before I let y'all go, information change your situation. For those who are business owners, entrepreneurs, there are many grants available that can help us position us in a situation where we ain't got to struggle for money. I want to say this publicly because I've been learning more and more about it. There's a lot of free money out here that can help you start your business, especially if your business is to help the community, to give back, to really give back, to really help the community. Because there's a lot of people that really want to help, but they ain't helping. But they'll help it if they know that you really helping. So a lot of the money, a lot of the opportunities you need is out here for us, fam, through grants. There's a lot of big companies that want to give back. There's a lot of small companies that want to give back. There's a lot of people that got themselves in positions now and they can give back. And so I would say this, I would put this on both of our plates. We need to find, now they got different online sources you can pay so much to each month and they'll write grants for you. Don't know, they say it works though, so I'm not knocking it, so I'm giving you that out there. But I would say find someone that's a grant writer, pay them. That's what they do. Find grants and send out grants. Find someone you can pay to do your grants. And I think that that'll open up a big door for you, fam, because there's a lot of money out here to get you off the ground, especially if you got a business that's going to help the community and you giving back too. And if it's just a profit business, for profit business, there's still a lot of grants to help you start your business, help you clean it up, help you get furniture, help you get clients. Like there's a lot of different ways because we're trying to build the economy up. And there's a lot of different, that's a lot of money that's not just coming from the government, just coming from different grants that's available from different big businesses that say, hey, we want to help see you grow. So this rising fam, think about grants. Grants. That's what I'm thinking. Grants. How to find them, how to write them, how to find the people that do it. I think that that's going to help us put ourselves in a better position. You know what I mean? So learn more about grants, fam. If I can leave you with anything that's rising to think about when you're reinventing yourself, starting your business, your career, whatever, there's a lot of money out here. We just need to be connected to the right people, and grants is where it's at. So let's learn more about grants, fam. Let's learn more how to write them. And I just want to say this. On a rule of thumb, it said you should be at least applying for at least 20 a month. Wow, so that means, it's a lot of grants out here, fam. It's a lot. One lady said from $500 to $150. From 500 to 150, 100, well, 1.5 million. So from $500, she got all the way to 1.5 million. So there's money out here, fam, that can help us, that won't allow us to keep spending all our capital as entrepreneurs, starting over, back against the wall trying to figure it out. Those stories is cool, but nobody want to go through those stories. Nobody want to do that if they ain't got to. Nobody want to figure out how they gonna pay their bills every month if they ain't got to. So if you got a great idea, fam, and you're really working on something, there are opportunities and there are grants out there that can help you get it off the ground. I'm gonna just say reinvent yourself, because normally the time people that's reinventing themselves and failed all the time. So this time you're gonna win, fam, because one thing I learned about reinventing ourselves, we got some skin in the game now. We done lost something, we realized something. Can't nobody just tell us anything. You know what I mean? So now they got to show us. And when actions come to speak, you know what's up. Actions speak louder than words. So at the end of the day, fam, I would say proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. Learn more about grants, find us some grant writers, do some research, and go on to make that decision to reinvent yourself and to stay in that one lane. Don't try to just do all type of things. Just stay in that lane, and that's what I learned. On this channel, I had all type of videos. I was doing all type of things, and I think that messed my algorithm up with how people was subscribing and checking it out. But at the end of the day, I wanted to be a personal blog channel of me welding in the U.S., traveling, giving my personal experiences, and how, I started a few different businesses. I went a few different directions, trying to find my way until I found it now. So now it's 2024, and I'm your welding coach. And so, you go from one thing to another thing, but it still got the same element of that one thing that you was on. Keep that in mind. So sometimes you might change a couple elements of it, but the main ingredient is still there, fam. It's still there. So if I could give you any advice, fam, you got this. I'm learning. I'm sharing as I learn. And I think, fam, the more we learn, we just need to share the information. Not only just sharing it, but I think that sharing it helps us remember and practice the information as well. What you said, fam. What you said, fam. Salute. Thanks for checking in. Oh man, you know, if I had to pick one or two, fam, I like both of them, but I'm gonna have to go with Andre 3000, fam. So, fam, I appreciate everybody for checking in this rising. Like I say, I just wanted to say, choose your lane, reinvent yourself, get the right people around you, learn more about grants, fam. There's a lot of money out here. And don't become no slave to no money. Money isn't real. But your mission, your vision, it is. The people's lives you're going to change, they are real. But this money, fam, it comes and goes, fam. So don't make a decision based on finances that'll come back and burn you. So if I can give you any advice, I would most definitely say that. But y'all be blessed, fam. Continues to prosper. I'm out. Hold on.